Alright, so this is day one of cash self-boost mid jump sideways, where you do it sideways. I can pretty much nail this regularly, without any fancy maneuvering. I can just do it normally pretty much every time. But what I want to do is do it sideways. So what I mean by that is doing it like this. Yeah, I'm not very good at it now, but what I want to do is hit it both sides. So like going like this and just hitting it both sides. I'm very bad at this now, but what I want to do is train until I can do it like regularly, maybe every time even. I'm not. So yeah, this is day one. So as you can see, in day one I was never really able to land the jump, and I think the number one reason why is because my mouse movement was way too slow. You can really see it in this clip where I didn't really do anything wrong, it's just that my mouse movement was way too slow. I play with a really low sensitivity, so it was already kind of difficult for me to drag my mouse to the left every time I need to do the first jump. In day 2, I finally realized that my mouse sensitivity was way too low for me to continue doing it, because I kept dragging the mouse and it was just uncomfortable. So what I did was create a bind, so every time I'd press Alt, my sensitivity would change from 1 to 0.5. This was way more comfortable, so if you're planning on doing this jump, I suggest doing it on a high sensitivity. I kind of got the hang of the first jump, but I really struggled on the second one, and that's because I could never figure out the proper time to jump. I understood everything that I needed to do, so all I had to do now is just train my muscle memory. I still really struggled on the second jump. So I could land the first jump about once every 5 times. But for the second jump, I was way too inconsistent. You can easily tell what I'm doing wrong if I slow it down. My mouse movement needs to be precise and I have to flick the moment I jump. Day 3 was different. I could land the first jump about once every 3 times, whereas yesterday I could land it once every 5 times, so I knew that I was improving. Alright, let me do a little rundown here. This jump, I think I nailed it. The way you kind of do it is you start off with your room. If you start off with room, that's basically the secret. Just start off with room. Here, I think the secret here is I have to press W before I jump. Because usually I jump and then I press W. What I meant by this is to strafe sideways. I pressed W when I was in the air, and I thought that this was the wrong approach. If I thought that I could press W when I was on the platform, that would give me enough time to move my mouse and strafe. I don't know if this will work for you, but it sure did for me. So I know that a lot of you might be asking why exactly I decided to dedicate so much time and training into something as insignificant as this. And my response to that is, why did the Egyptians build the pyramids many thousands of years ago? Why did those Chinese workers build the Great Wall of China? Because it looks cool as fuck.
The fuck? Oh, for the...
I main.
Grenade out. Deploying flashbang.
Okay, it's easy.
Good job, bro.
Grenade out. Deploying flashbang.
Good job.
Deploying flashbang.
1B.
Want me?
Firing.
Sorry.
Grenade. Smoke. Incendiary out.
There's a flash on A. Nice.
So I guess this really documents how I really succeeded in my goal. I can actually land this jump pretty consistently now, even in an intense game situation, whereas before I could barely land the first jump. And all of this happened in just 5 days. This really showcases how if you train hard to do one thing in this game, you can really succeed in doing it pretty much every single time. I also want to prove that anybody can do this jump. You don't need to have hundreds of hours of KZ experience to know how to do it.